So how many of you had had a running toilet in your life? Now imagine that problem multiplied by 300. This is the problem that you have in a hotel. And the thing is, it's not that the people responsible don't care, it's that they don't know. And so a running toilet will continue to flow and waste water, costing up to $30 a day, or it's going to even worse, overflow, go onto the floor, and cause significant damage. Now imagine a building that's smart enough to tell you how water is being used, where water is being wasted, and where you need to repair issues before they occur. This solution is enabled by Mobius Labs. So what is our solution? Our solution is an easy to install fixture device that allows you to be able to track how much water is being used, and you can put this in every single toilet, and you're able to tell, hey, the water's been running for 20 minutes, so there's definitely a problem with your toilet, before you check in a month to realize your water's been wasting $30 a day. And in addition, if you have these particular devices in 300 rooms in a hotel, you can start to create a visual map of how the water is flowing, and with that you'll be able to tell the health and the different problems you'll have with the water flow in your hotel. And then imagine if you have multiple buildings, say in New York City, start to have these devices. Now you can see the semblance of a smart city, where you can tell where there are water problems between the buildings. And this is really where we're trying to aim at for our product. So before I get into more detail, why is water important? Because it is one of the most expensive unchecked costs out there. And in New York City, water and sewage, which is actually more than water and sewage in LA, has gone up by 200% in the last 15 years. And this is a problem that is really affecting everywhere, not just New York. But water is a huge issue, and there's a lot of potential here. So what is the value proposition that we have? So we want to model our device after the behavior of a human. So problems don't necessarily occur at the meter. So if there's a 5% drop in water usage or a 5% increase, it doesn't really tell you in a building where exactly there's a problem, just that you may have a problem. But if you have these devices at each fixture, then you start to see, oh, okay, there's a problem here, and if we fix the problem here, now we go back to normal water levels. And so by doing that, we don't have to wait for the problems to occur. We don't have to react to a problem. We can, at the fixture level, determine, hey, there's going to be a problem, or hey, this is where the problem is. And that's really where our value is at. While our competitors, they wait until water is either on the floor and causing damage before they're able to give insight into your device or into what's going on with your toilet. So this is just a little bit of a summary of like, what data do we show? And I'd be happy over there at the end to go into more detail as to what we have, but essentially we create nice visuals. We tell you, hey, we have this much water being wasted. We can tell you what rooms, what devices your device is in, and we're able to report data in a very valuable way. We can show how much carbon's being used, how much energy is being used, but I'd be happy to show you after the presentation more. So what is our target market and what have we discovered? So we actually started as a showerhead company, and we moved over to be the toilet because at interview 150, somebody said, hey, you want to probably look at the toilet because that's where 60% of the problems are. And that was exactly what we did. So what we realized in the hospitality industry is when people are renting a room for a night, they really don't care if the toilet's running so long it doesn't bother them, as opposed to one of us, if we have a problem or running toilet in our home, we fix it right away. So that's why we pursued this particular target market. And so we realized this particular target market, they either want an asset sale or they want managed services. So we modeled our product to be able to compensate for this. And we also looked at the different technologies that they use. So they use Wi-Fi, they use cellular, they have other IoT things in there already. So we took this all into account as we pursued this market. And what's the market potential? Well, we noticed that the water market itself is about $452 billion, but our target market is $23 billion. And even though right now we're working more with alarm and alert and preventive maintenance, there's a huge potential if we get these devices in enough places that we can start to create a smart city and take advantage of that $22 billion in our target market that we're really going to aim for. So where is our competition laying? Well, most of our competition is more a reactionary approach. They want to go at the fixture level and give you an alarm. Well, we're looking to give you insight into how your water is being used before there is a problem, before the reaction. So we want to get ahead of it. And some people, as Valor Water, they look at the meter, but we look at the fixture because that's where we believe you can provide a lot of value. So we're a team that deliver. I'm Carl. I work with Frank and Matt. And Frank has a lot of hardware experience, Matt a lot of business experience. So that's really, we're a really core team and we believe we can do this and we have working prototypes. But one thing we really want to get into is the impact on our customers. So this is from a Hilton chief engineer. They said, we were skeptical but sort of interested, but today you just earned your keep and we're impressed. And why did they say that? Because with just a demo unit of 20 devices or 20 demo units, we found one leak in one of the presidential suites that was costing $36 a day that would have run for 3 months unchecked and would have costed about $2,000 in water usage. And then we potentially avoided up to $3,000 in damages that could have been done. So quickly over, 3 things to remember. We're really quick and easy to install. We are able to save you a good amount of money because we tell you how your water is being used as opposed to when there's a problem and water's leaking on the floor. And in addition, we're able to provide you actionable data that you can use not only to be able to tell you how much water you're wasting, but to plan out and potentially even do supply chain management or other things like that. So what we're asking for is if you want to intern, you want to help partner with us, pre-order, or even participate as a demo site, feel free to contact me at carl.appel@mobius-labs.com, or you can go to mobius-labs.com to check us out more. Thank you. Any questions?
Does the product, does the water run through the product? And is there a life to the product, like times to the product?
That's a good question. So the water actually goes in the tank itself, and one of the things we like to say, out of sight, out of mind. So it goes right into the overflow tube, right inside the tank, and you just pop it right in there. And so you don't need to play with the pipes or do anything like that. So that answers your first question. Your second one is how long does it last? We're looking to have it last 3 to 7 years and have an ROI of 18 months.
And the data you get from this tells when people are in their houses when they wake up, and is that data valuable?
I don't think we're aiming to say like, hey, you're in your house right now at this time. What we're trying to really get at is like, this is when you're using or wasting water. And because, say, you've flushed the toilet 1,000 times, you use 1 roll of toilet paper, so you need more toilet paper. And that's really where the value is for a hotel. So we're really aiming at hotels because that's where the value is. But yeah, that might potentially down the road, if there's some value in that information, we can definitely use that.
What skill sets are you looking for in the internships?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
What skill sets are you looking for?
Really anybody who's good at data science, maybe somebody who's done more IoT development as well. So if you have those skill sets, we'd be really happy to bring you on. And we have some resumes in the back that we can hand out to you.
Let's give him a hand.
Thank you.
Thank you all.